Welcome back to the channel. I can't believe we are one game away from fulfilling one of our requirements from the board, and that is to play in the UEFA Conference League Proper. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 36 of Going Dutch as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie, in this case Waalwijk, as we try and return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you, as promised, the second leg of the UEFA Conference League fourth qualifying round against Zoria in Ukraine, or wherever they're playing currently, and that's followed by Eeredivise matchday 4 in AZ Alkmaar. We know we're not progressing very fast with the Eredivisie games, but that's all because of the UEFA Conference League, not Champions League, we'll just see how we go with that, really. But we will achieve one of the board's requirements of hitting the Conference League Proper if we win today's game and we take a slender lead, a 3-goal lead, I think it was, into the second leg. We'll have a look at that in just a moment, just to confirm. But don't forget, if you do enjoy today's video, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with everything that's happening on the channel when the videos are released, whatever they might be. At this juncture in time, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has already subscribed. If we can get more subscribers before FM25 is out, that would be splendid. Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see me do more of on the channel, so that we can plan and progress that as we go into 2025 ahead of FM25, of course. And you can follow everything that goes on this channel: shirts, tutorials, Going Dutch, and bottom to the top you can follow everything that goes on by getting early notice of when stuff's coming out and so on and so forth, even delayed, come to that, by following me on X at JustOffsideFM. Right, let's get into it then. We did say that we have the first game up, which is the game against Zoria. For those of you who haven't seen the rest of the series, why not? They are a Ukrainian side. And they play, I'm not quite sure where they play, the Levy Bereth. I'm not quite sure where in Ukraine that is specifically, but yeah, at the minute I'm guessing they're probably playing somewhere else, to be fair. Anyway, that's where we are going today, to play them in the Conference League. We take a 3-goal lead into that one. The first leg was a 4-1 win, of course. Latonder after 14, and Van der Beek after 22. Van der Beek adding a second after 52 to give us a 3-0 lead. They got one back on 58, but Romane restored the 3-goal margin on 63 minutes. We did have Peter injured in that game, though, which was a little bit annoying, to say the least. Anyway, will 3 goals cushion be enough? That is the question. We'll find out very, very shortly. The other game that we're playing today, AZ currently 12th in the table, the AFAS Stadion, Tijane Toure is suspended after he's sending off in the previous episode against Ajax, of course. And Peter is out with a sprained ankle ligament, so we'll have a bit of a dingle-dangle around for that. There's not much else to tell you, I don't think. We are getting towards the end of August, so the window will be slamming shut very, very soon. Nobody coming in, as far as I am aware. Let's just check transfer history. Nobody come in since Kai Jana Hoover or whoever, and nobody going out either, and so nothing materializing on that. I don't think we need to make any major major changes. We might bring the odd one in towards the end of the window, but we will see. 7 players unregistered, of course, to Mezhnikov, Old Chica, Rosia Beaton, Liam Delap, Martin Kears and Ross Stewart, those last 3 on trial with us. I did say, depending on how, we'll check with how long Peters is going to be out, I did say we might do a swap for this game. I think we can make one change. So he's out for 4 weeks. I'm thinking we might do a bit of a change in the registration. I'll have a look at that in just a moment. Where are we at? Are we ready to go? Sunday the 23rd. No, it's not played until the 27th. So what we'll do a little bit jiggery-roing, and we will be back just ahead of the game. And so we've reached match day and no more news to tell you. So with that in mind, Latonda had picked up a tight hamstring, but I think he will probably be benched today. But we'll see. Let's have a look at the team that will face Zoria as we go in search of a full place in the UEFA Conference League. This is the side that faces Zoria in this UEFA Conference League 4th qualifying round, 2nd leg. Setford continues in goal. Van der Beek in Martins, Indy and Rekic. Our defensive line, Drambev and whoever are the complete wing-backs with Varro between them. Hansen is on the left. Stanovic on the right. Bumuzudi is behind Romney, who continues up front. The bench looking like this. Vasson, Shrivers, Oaksonen, Leveld, Kongaloo, Oakley, Toure, Limure, Lakessa, Latonda, Simmons and Van Duren. And here we are against Zoria, playing a 4-2-3-1 today. I have only a few players on the bench. And we're playing our newish formation. 4-1 leader over the first leg, of course. As the teams come out onto the pitch. First highlight, 7 minutes in. Whoever with a throw in to Stanovic, and it's pumped in. Somebody went to ground, but it wasn't a thing. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Rekic, Hansen goes on a bit of a run. Hansen looking for support, didn't have it. Crossed it in. Romney straight into the arms of Zubkov. Hansen here on the bit of a run. And Romney couldn't get any power behind it. Just that one highlight in the first half. We've had 7 shots, 2 of which have been on target. A 1.14, 59% of the possession. They've had just 1 shot, 0.04 XG, 41% of the possession. If the result stays as it is, we are in the draw for the league round of the competition. And with 66 minutes on the clock, no highlights so far in this second half. It's going to be a very quiet affair, I think. We're just blocking them off, but we're not taking our chances as they have happened, making 2 changes to try and intercede and get a lead. Lakessa is on in place of Boumassoudi. And Ollie Romney, who's not having a good day out there, is frustrated. We've replaced him with Van Duren. And immediately we get a highlight. Stanovic on the ball to whoever. Whoever crosses this ball in, it's cleared. Varro picks it up. Whoever crosses this one in. And Romney, who hasn't come off yet, nearly got a goal. They made 2 changes at half-time, both on their wide attacking players. But lovely first-time ball in from whoever, and Romney again with the defender there. Couldn't get any direction on it. And with 75 minutes on the clock, 0-0 still, and we're making 2 more changes. Dario van der Boij is off. Terence Congaloo comes on to replace him. And we've taken off whoever, and he's been replaced by Jur Schrijvers. 79 minutes on the clock. Verreaux with a free kick. Hansen back to Verreaux. Verreaux finds Schrijvers, who is the last man defending. Martin Zindi. Schrijvers has got a call, and Kirilu is away. And it's all down to Setford now. And he's put it away. Kirilu gets one back, makes it 4-2. And we were caught. Schrijvers caught in the tackle. And they've come away with the ball. And Kirilu just got the angle. And Setford had to come out. Defenders weren't coming back quick enough. Highlight from the restarts. 80 minutes on the clock. Schrijvers, they'll be tails up now, wanting to get another one back. Schrijvers, Rekic, Martin Zindi. Rekic. I think what we'll do is we will drop down to a positive. And we've held this game for so long. And against the run of play, Rekic finds Martin Indy. Can we get a reply? We want to open that gap up to 3 points. Again, it's a short one, but it's got through to Hansen. Hansen to Lakessa. Lakessa! And the goalkeeper, makes the save to keep it at 1-0. Corner then. Verreaux with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. He swung this deep back post. It's headed clear. Van Duren. Van Duren into the area, but it's come to nothing. And this, an opportunity to level it. Hansen through to Lakessa. Lakessa on target, but Zubkov putting it wide. And with 82 minutes on the clock, making our final change, we have taken off Filip Stadovic and replaced him with Tijani Toure. Toure going to the left, Hansen going to the right. And, well, we need to hang on to this. It would be quite nice to get a draw at the very least, because we don't want to lose to Zoria. But we still have that 2-goal cushion going into the final 10 minutes. They have a corner. Kutsev. It's a short one to Kashmir. Kashmir has put it away, and we're down to 1 goal. And now we are in trouble. 3-4 on aggregate. They have a 2-goal lead on the evening, and it was a well-worked... it took a bit of a deflection as well, I think, didn't it? And it's all over. We have seen the game out, but a 2-0 loss, and, Zubkov kept him in it, and really, if you look at the XG, we should have had at least 2 goals in that. They only had a 0.60. They have 4 shots, 3 of which were on target. We have 15 shots, only hit the target 4 times. We should have had 2 goals out of those. Didn't put them away. 63% of the possession to their 37. We've been mugged today, but we can't complain. We were poor. And but I think we have got through to the qualifying section, and Kirilo Zvendub was the player that came on and did the damage. Well, we have qualified by the smallest of margins in the end, and this is how the draw has gone. There were 6 pots, and we played 1 team from each pot. The pot 1, which is the biggest pot, is Fiorentina from Italy. We will be playing them at home, which is something, I suppose. And we've got Dinamo Zagreb away from home. That's Group 2. Group 3, Omonia from Cyprus, I think it is, Nicosia. So we will be facing them. They are the 3rd ranked side. Then Puynik from Armenia, 4th ranked side. 5th AAB from Denmark. And the 6th ranked side is Pushkas Akadema. We will be playing last game. So we're at home first and at home last. We have 2 away games before the game against Fiorentina. It's going to be tough. 36 teams compete in single league table. Teams ranked 1 to 8 will go straight through to round of 16. The teams ranked 9 to 24 will face each other in the knockoff playoff to reach the round of 16. And then, of course, everybody from 24 to 36 gets knocked out. So we've achieved what we were meant to achieve. Now we want to progress further and see if we can get to the knockout stages. And that we will have to wait and see whether we can do. We will come back for the first game of the Europa Conference League. We'll face that. I'm not sure at the moment whether we'll do Fortuna Sittard. I think we'll probably do Fortuna Sittard and Ammonia in the possibly in the next episode. Heerenveen and Volendam offline, and then we'll see how we progress. We've got games down here, so it may be Feyenoord and AAB and so on. We'll see. We'll work it out as we get closer. Right, we have 3 days down to the match against AZ Alkmaar. We'll come back just ahead of that with any team news. You come back just ahead of the game against AZ Alkmaar. And I can tell you that a game played yesterday, Feyenoord beating Excelsior by 6-0, which puts them on top just for the time being. 10 points at the top. We are in 8th on 4 points. Early game today, Zwolle have lost to PSV Eindhoven. PSV Eindhoven moving up into 4th on 7 points. So that is the target for today, to get up and around here if we possibly can. But it's going to be a tough task against AZ Alkmaar. And the reason for that is if we have a look at previous, we haven't beaten them as yet. We've drawn with them at the Mandermakers last season back in December. A 1-1 draw on that occasion. But we lost in May 2-0 to AZ at their place. Goals from Rioja and Van Bederode, giving them the scoreline. And we've never won at their place. Pavlidis, the scorer of the previous occasion that we played them. And then Selenaes, Palvadius scoring, Vangelis scoring on both the occasions that we've played them last or season before last. So yeah, I can't say any more than that, but it's a bit of a tall order. Can we beat them for the first time ever? Let's go and find out. And this is the team that will face AZ Alkmaar in this very difficult Eredivisie match. And the team looks like this, a heavily rotated team as well. Setford is in goal. Congaloo, Rosier and Lumari are defensive line today. Latonda and Levelde are the complete wing-backs, with Okerson between them. Stanovic is out on the left. Old Chica is in on the right. Rhine makes a start. Torben Rhine as the advanced playmaker, sort of attacking midfield. And Temezhnikov making his first start, in fact his first appearance for the side this season, as he comes in the attack. Vassen, Shrivers, Varro, whoever, Van der Beek, O'Killy, Hansen, Rekic, Masudi, Drambev, Romney and Duran make up the bench. And here we are at the AZ Alkmaar. They've only won one of their last 5 games, having said that. Lost 2, drawn 2, playing a 4-4-2 today. And we have lost our last 2 matches. 1-2, drawn the other one. We are 8th in the league. We're playing in red and white today. And we have a highlight from the start of the match. Proper comes forward with this ball. We've got to stop him. What is going on? And he's into the area, and it's cut out by Rhine. And VAR will look to see if there's a penalty. I think he won the ball, to be fair. No penalty. He did win the ball. And we're just going to have a look at that again. Proper coming into the area. There's Ryan who wins the ball. And Proper's gone down. And it's not through the tackle from Ryan, I have to say. And VAR very clear in the fact that that was no penalty. Leveld. Lemuri. Rosier. As we look to try and get this ball out, it's fired long. And Proper on the ball again. Odegaard. And he's brought down by Old Chica. And Old Chica gets away with it on this occasion. The bit with the free kick. It's headed clear by Lemuri. And now Serdar has gone down. 8 minutes on the clock. Stanovic through to Latonda. Reen. Congolo. Rhine. Old Chica is brought down in the area. That is a penalty. Castagna has brought Old Chica down. And it is a penalty. Temezhnikov steps up to take the penalty. Can he put this away? Can we take a goal lead against AZ on 10 minutes? No. Temezhnikov, it's saved and gone for a corner. Rhine with the corner. It's an in-swinger. Back post. It's headed clear. Old Chica will get to it. But we move up into 6th without doing anything as it stands. Latonda. Old Chica. And that was a poor ball. Temezhnikov telegraphed where he was putting this. And the goalkeeper getting there. Ball forward. Latonda cutting that one out. Latonda comes forward with the ball. Old Chica through to Temezhnikov. Temezhnikov back to Lemuri. Lemuri on the ball. And he's got Leveld in front of him. Leveld into the area. Old Chica! And it's gone wide from Rhine. And question. Leveld put this into the area. Old Chica overstepped it, but Rhine couldn't get it on target. Leveld evades his man inside to Old Chica. Old Chica out to Leveld. Leveld crosses it in. It's cleared though. Old Chica is still there. Old Chica has a go on his own. He's come back off the crossbar and gone out for a throw. And it's been an interesting first half. AZ didn't get into that. They had no shots, nothing on target until very late in that half, as you'll see. Doesn't tell you minutes on here. That's the only thing. But we had 5 shots. Just the one on target. Should have been a goal. 1.45, 59% of the possession. They've had 3 shots, 1 on target, 0.30, and 41% of the possession. That's where we're at half time. We really should be in the lead. 9 minutes on the clock. Latonda comes forward. Dirk Proper is off at half time. That injury, obviously. Stanovic crossed it in. It's headed down, though, and defended well. That's what they've been good at. But we've snuck that ball off, and Rhine has a go from distance. It's wide, though. And having just turned the hour mark, we are making 3 changes, mainly to our attacking sort of front players. Old Chica not playing too badly, so he stays on. But Masoudi is on in place of Torben Rhine, who's not had a bad day, but just can't hit the target with the chances he's had. So we're hoping that Masoudi can do it. Hansen comes on the left in place of Stanovic, who once again is having a poor game. I think his days could be numbered. And Romney comes on to replace Temezhnikov, who, having given him the chance, has not taken the opportunity. So Temezhnikov is off. Romney is on. Can we go and get a winning goal? Let's hope so. 75 on the clock. Stangs with a free kick, but it was a poor ball. Defended well. Old Chica comes forward, but Old Chica's run out of space on that side. Stangs has another go. Puku through to Odegaard. Odegaard's in, has a shot, ripples the net, but it's over the top. And with 81 minutes on the clock, making our final two changes. One enforced, unfortunately. Jacko Oaksonen has had a good day out there, but he's tiring. The forced change is Ollie Romney, who came on, has had to be removed. He's picked up a knee injury. Let's hope it's not too bad. And we've replaced him with Stefan van Duren. 86 on the clock. Leveld with a throw into Old Chica. Leveld comes forward. Oh, in fact, he comes backwards. Finds Setford. Setford out to Congolo. Varro, who's come on. Hansen. Masudi. Hansen. Can we find a way through? Congolo over the top to Van Duren. Van Duren puts it away. Question whether he was offside. He did look a little bit as if he could be. We'll find out in a minute. It is offside and it won't count. Remains 0-0. Yeah, as that ball is punched forward by Congolo. In fact, there was two of them offside. Who's this on the far side? Old Chica, also offside. Not interfering in play. But Van Duren definitely had a bit of a run on the defence. As we see over the top. And the full-time whistle has gone. And actually, Owusu Oduru kept us in that. And I think it was by virtue of saving the penalty. We should have won it. A missed penalty by Tomeshnikov on 10 minutes. Didn't do us any favours. Setford having a good day out there. And a number of other players with greens as well. Yeah, 9 shots, 5 on target for AZ Alkmaar. They certainly came back into that game. As you'll see, we had most of the first half. They come into it towards the end of the first half. Started the second half quite well. And we only had about 10 minutes that second half. We never really made any inroads. And certainly didn't have any more shots on target. We should have had a goal, 1.79. But then theoretically, so should they. 58% of the possession against their 42. I think we will be happy. The fact that we've been to the AFAS Stadium and in Alkmaar and secured a draw. Well, old Ole Remne joins Peter on the bench and in the medical room. He has pulled knee ligaments. He's going to be out for 12 days to 3 weeks, which is rather annoying. Well, we'll have to look at what we've got to back him up for the time being. And yeah, that's a little bit disappointing to say the least. Today's results then still Ajax and Heerenveen to come in. But we have dropped down to 11th place of 5 points, -1 on the goal difference as it stands at the moment. But it's a very tight table. 3 points would see us, as it currently stands, firing up in amongst the sort of like European places. So at the moment, we need to be thankful for where we are. A good result against AZ, I would say, given that we've never beaten them before, and especially at their place, we'll look to try and beat them when they come to ours later in the season. Other score lines, Sparta Rotterdam doing rather well against Vitesse, a 3-1 win for them, sees them move up into second. FC Utrecht dropping down by virtue of their 2-1 loss to FC Emmen. Ajax have to play against Heerenveen. PSV are in 5th. As we know, they beat Zwolle in the early game 2-1. FC 20 beat Fortuna Sittard by 3-1 to move up into 6th place. And Rode Kerkrade, they beat Groningen by 1-0 to move up into 8th. That's how it stands then. Volendam are in the relegation playoff place. Excelsior and Vitesse are below them in 17th and 18th respectively, albeit it is very tight, nearly as tight at the top as it is at the bottom. And you can, by winning a couple of games, can move pretty much from the bottom up to the top at the moment. So lots to play for. Right, we're going to play Heerenveen, currently in 9th place, and Volendam, who are currently 16th, offline. We're going to come back for Fortuna Sittard away from home in the Eredivisie, and then we will play our first proper Europa Conference League phase match. This one against Ammonia in that one, as they come to the Mandamakers for that first match, proper match in Europe. And we're really looking forward to that. If you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Going Dutch, and of course our other series, Bottom to the Top, as they are released. New episodes of Going Dutch will be released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 37. It's out on Monday. Don't forget the other series, Bottom to the Top, same time tomorrow. And failing that, we'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.